Hello everyone. Let us continue with the part second of the chapter Ranga's marriage. Please go through the explanation very carefully. So dear students, in the previous session we read about village Hosahali, its importance, impact of English language on villagers, and also about accountant's son Ranga who returned from Bangalore. Now, let us see further what happened and how the marriage of Ranga was set by the narrator. The same afternoon, Ranga went to the narrator's house with a couple of oranges in his hand. The narrator thought that such a fine and generous boy should get married and settle down. They discussed few things and then the narrator inquired about his plan to get married. Ranga said that he didn't want to get married soon as he was searching for the right girl who was mature enough. He quoted the example of an officer stating that he and his wife are adults, so they better understand each other's behavior and actions. He then mentioned the love story of Dushyant and Shakuntala, stating that he would not have fallen in love with her if she was young. Secondly, he wanted to marry a girl he admired. He was not in favor of the arranged marriages prevalent in the society. Till he got a girl of his choice, he wanted to remain a bachelor. The narrator was distressed to learn about Ranga's views on marriage, but he made up his mind that very soon he would get Ranga married. Here, the narrator introduces the character named Ratna. The narrator found the most suitable girl for Ranga. She was Ramarao's niece Ratna, a pretty girl of 11 who had come to stay with him after her parents died. She was from a big town, so she knew how to play the veena and harmonium. She also had a sweet voice. The narrator thought that Ranga and Ratna would make a perfect couple. Ratna was quite familiar to the narrator. He thought of a plan to introduce Ranga to Ratna. The next morning, the narrator told Ramarao's wife to send Ratna to his house to fetch some buttermilk. Ratna knew the narrator as he was a frequent visitor to Ramarao's place. Ratna came to the narrator's house. When Ratna came, he requested her to sing a song while he sent someone to call Ranga. It was Friday, so she was wearing a sari. Just as she was singing, Ranga came to the narrator's house and stopped at the threshold. He didn't want the singing to stop, but he was curious to see the singer. And very cautiously he tried to look inside, which disturbed the lighting into the room. On seeing a stranger, Ratna immediately stopped her singing. The narrator compares Ranga's situation to the disappointment of dropping a best quality mango on the floor just before enjoying it. Then Ranga asked the narrator why he called for him. Ranga was enchanted by her and kept glancing at her. Things went a bit awkward and Ranga felt that it was his coming that stopped the singing, so he must leave. However, he did not. The narrator wonders that how could one expect the actions and the words to match in the Kalyug. After a while, Ranga asked about Ratna, to which narrator quite cunningly replied that she was Ratna and was married a year ago. The narrator noticed signs of disappointment on Ranga's face. So, Ranga went away saying that he had some work. The next morning, the narrator met the astrologer, better known as Shastri, and tutored him about his plan in Ranga's case. In the afternoon, the narrator met Ranga, who appeared as disturbed as he was the previous day. Upon asking if it's headache, the narrator told him that they should go to see a doctor. Ranga said that everything was fine. Then the narrator suggested to meet Shastri and inquired about what was worrying him. Ranga did not protest and went to meet Shastri with the narrator. Shastri pretended surprise and spoke about meeting the narrator after a long time. The narrator almost ruined his own plan by saying that he had already met Shastri that very morning. But Shastri saved it by changing the sentence. Shastri continued his role and acted surprised on seeing Ranga. The narrator told Shastri that something was worrying poor Ranga and they had come to seek his help. After making a pretense of some calculations, Shastri said that it was about a girl. To the narrator's question as to who that girl was, Shastri said that she had the name of something found in the ocean: Kamla, Pachi, Moss, Pearl, or Ratna, the precious stone. The narrator asked about Ratna from Shastri. The narrator's plan was bearing fruit. There was some surprise on Ranga's face and even some happiness. But as narrator said that she was married, he immediately became disappointed. On their return, Shyam passed in front of Ramarao's house. Ratna was standing at the door. The narrator went inside Ramarao's house and came back a little later. He had a surprised look on his face. He told Ranga that there was some wrong information given to him. Ratna was not married. He also inquired of Ranga whether what Shastri had indicated was true. Shyam asked Ranga that he was thinking about Ratna. Ranga admitted that whatever Shastri said about the girl was true and he wanted to get married to Ratna. His belief in all the Shastras had strengthened. Shyam went to see Shastri that evening and remarked about how well he did what the narrator told him to. Shastri did not like what the narrator was saying. He exclaimed that whatever he said could very clearly be seen in Shastras. He completely disagreed with having staged the whole conversation. Finally, Ranga and Ratna got married. All the idealism of Ranga was forgotten as he was totally fascinated by Ratna's beauty and sweet voice. They named their first child Shyam as because of the narrator's efforts they had got married. Years later, Ranga invited the narrator for dinner on the occasion of his 3-year-old son's birthday. The son was also named Shyam in honor of the narrator. When the narrator went there for dinner, Shyam came running and showed his love to the narrator by holding his leg. The narrator kissed him and gave him the ring. Thus, Ranga was leading a happy married life with Ratna. So here, the explanation of the chapter is completed. Now, you may clear your doubts. Thank you.